Hey everyone. Today we're going to continue our conversation on globalization and delve a bit further into the social sciences perspective.
According to the OECD...
Who?
No, that's the World Health Organization. Economic globalization refers to the interconnectedness of economies through trade and the exchange of resources. Effectively, therefore, no national economy really operates in isolation, which means national economies influence each other.
For example,
Hong Kong specializes in customer service, financial service, trading and logistics, and in turn takes raw materials, mechanics and food from countries like India, China and Taiwan.
But I feel like although trade is the main thing that led to globalization, something is missing.
Economic globalization has made global market forces more important in the daily lives of the world's people relative to nation-state political forces. The economic processes of globalization are not new, however. For thousands of years, people have been buying and selling to each other across great distances.
What's your point?
What makes globalization such a hot topic phenomenon in the contemporary or modern world is the social and cultural impact. Social globalization refers to the sharing of ideas and information between and through different countries. In today's world, the internet and social media is at the heart of this. I mean, guys, memes, Netflix, concerts, art in Hong Kong is not something I need to name to prove the point.
However, this cultural flow tends to flow from the center, don't you think? Ideas from the more developed to the less developed countries.
Very much so. But it doesn't mean economically developed countries, but rather a society that is more developed. For example, the US, with its booming entertainment industry due to the sheer quality of film and performers.
And it is interesting to note that America gains its popularity due to its diverse ethnic makeup and their contribution.
Globalization sure does have a lot of layers.
That is why we mustn't forget the political aspect of globalization either. Political globalization refers to the amount of political cooperation that exists between different countries. This ties in with the belief that umbrella global organizations are better placed than individual states to prevent conflict. The League of Nations, established after World War I, was certainly one of the pioneers in this. Since then, global organizations such as the World Trade Organization, United Nations, and more regional organizations such as the EU have helped to increase the degree of political globalization.
So these are the three main types of globalization, but if I'm correct, there are more, right?
Well, there are more subcategories where two or more disciplines combine to predict and analyze the phenomenon of globalization.
For example, socioeconomics studies the trends of globalization to explain how society affects economic globalization, and in turn, we use psychology to study how human thinking and psyche leads to the global village and interaction.
Thank you so much for the discussion, guys. See ya!
Bye!